Nearly 70% of CMP customers in York County are without power right now.
Mainers in towns like Acton also seeing a lot of snow, and that is where we find News Center Maine's Sam Rogers live tonight. Hi there, Sam.
Hey, Brian and Amanda. Well, the good news, plow crews are really making some progress here in Acton and this entire area. We were in Alfred, Sanford. Nearly every car you see on the road has a plow attached to it. That's the good news. Another piece of good news, the snow that was really heavy at times is starting to slow down. But as you can see, the trees behind us here, that's the scene across York County, those snow packing on branches, causing them to bend over right by power lines. And as you mentioned, guys, the entire town of Acton nearly completely in the dark. Now, emergency management officials say they are prioritizing those emergency responses right now, but crews are working to restore power onto your home. Now, some Mainers in the area we spoke with say, of course, they're frustrated to deal with another spring storm, while others are putting a positive spin on it the way only Mainers can. Are you tired of this winter?
Yeah, I'm ready for it to be gone. Yeah. I'm ready to take the top off the Jeep and go get the kayak.
Dave Schofield says he lost power at his home in Hollis Thursday morning and then had to deal with the inches of snow on his driveway.
It is wet and sticky and turning into cement. So we figured we'd attack it and try and clear some of it away before the rest comes.
As we drove further into York County, these scenes were common. Trees resting along power lines, the road, and some downed power lines making side streets nearly impassable.
If you are lucky enough to have power right now, make sure everything's charged up because the power outages are expected to increase for a little while longer.
Megan Arsenault and the York County Emergency Management Agency have been tracking conditions since Wednesday night.
A winter storm in Maine is not uncommon, although in April a storm like this is a bit significant.
She's asking Mainers to be patient. Crews are working to restore your power. And if you or someone you know needs to warm up or charge electronics, centers have been set up in Old Orchard Beach, Leamington, and York. But driving remains a challenge here.
That's due to snow conditions, visibility, and most importantly, live wires down on the road.
Despite most of the area still without power, the lights at the Hannaford and Sanford are still on, and Mainers are making the trip.
Just to get a few more gallons of water, just to be on the safe side. So,
Dan Muzzerole lives in Acton. Like nearly everyone else in town, he has no power at home.
well, I wasn't too impressed, especially when the neighbor's tree dropped a branch on my wife's car and broke her back window. So, yeah. And I said, well, I thought I had to put the snowblower away for good, but hey, that's what happens, I guess.
It's unusual.
Yeah.
This has been a real different winter. This is the first time we've had any real trouble.
That's Brian Eggleston, a Sanford resident who, despite having no power, has a more positive outlook on the storm, stocking up on what sounds like a dinner more fit for the summer.
Rest of the day.
Some hamburger and cheese to go out on the gas grill and make burgers outdoors. Why not, right? Do some corn on the cob on the grill too, you know.
As Brian and Amanda were talking about, this is going to be an expected multi-day restoration. York County has extended some warming center hours at the West Kennebunk Fire Department. That's open now until tomorrow. The Noble Middle School in Berwick is open until 8 p.m. tonight. And Brian and Amanda, we also just heard from the National Weather Service, 18 inches of snow right here in Acton, keeping these crews plenty busy.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of crews behind Sam there tonight.
He found the action, I think.
Yeah, the clearest intersection in the state, it appears. All right, Sam, thanks so much.